We're going to graph this piecewise function. And let's see, we'll start with when x is less than 2, I can use this one. So I'll have a little table here. And I'll say, well, I know I'm not allowed to be 2, but if I were allowed to be 2, what would happen? Oh, that's probably too much. When x would be 2, I would be 5. I would be. So, I'll put an open circle here. I'm not allowed to be that. So I'm allowed to be 1. When I put in 1, I get 2 plus 1 is 3. So let's see, there's a dot at 3. When I put in 0, I get 1. So I hit the y-axis there. When I put in -1, I get -1. And so I'm down here. And okay, so there we go. And then for the other one, when I'm allowed to be 2 or greater, so I'll say, here we go, what happens when I'm 2? Well, I get the same thing, 5, so I'm going to fill in that dot with the green because I'm allowed to be there. And it's the same thing, 5. And 3 then, 3 plus 3 is 6. 4 plus 3 is 7. 5 plus 3 is 8. So let's see. 3 is 6. And 4 is 7. And 5 is 8. My graph is not quite as steep as it was before. As you can see, it has a slope of 1 as opposed to 2. But the thing that's important here is the limit as x approaches 2. So the limit as x approaches 2 of my function f of x, what does that equal? Well, as x approaches 2 from the left or from the right, either way, I'm zooming in on 5. So my limit is 5. If they didn't agree in the middle, if they didn't agree at 2, then I would say does not exist. But it does. It exists because they agree. They're both pointing to 5.